Hi ladies and gentlemen, my name is Philip and I would like to talk to you about my career with Cathay Pacific. I'd like to first talk about is my career path, which is to work as a London-based flight attendant for Cathay Pacific. At present, I'm a University of West London student, which hopefully going to finish at January 2012 on a foundation degree in airline and airport management. From then, I have two options. I can either progress onto a BA honours in degree in airline and airport management and then hopefully graduate in 2013, or I can apply directly on Cathay Pacific's website and apply directly for the flight attendant position, and then hopefully build my skills further to become a purser in December 2016, and then from becoming a purser to a senior purser, and hopefully what I really want to be is an in-flight manager by August 2025. Well, my next topic is Cathay Pacific's contract types. The highest headcount for Cathay Pacific Airways London-based cabin crew is with their permanent contracted full-time staff. London-based staff on Cathay Pacific only operate on the Boeing 747-400 series aircrafts and only operates fleets to and from London Heathrow to Hong Kong International Airport, also abbreviated as Chetlap International Airport, Cathay Pacific's home hub. Cathay Pacific is known for Hong Kong's international air carrier alongside with its sister partner airline Dragonair. All new cabin crew joining Cathay Pacific on the London-based network or any other network is required to sign a minimum of 3 years contract. Now to the recruitment strategy, one of my favourites. Personally, I've been to Cathay Pacific's interviews almost 4 times now, and I've experienced a lot of the experience and lots of you're not accepted, etc. Well, basically, the recruitment strategy. What Cathay do is the first thing they do is advertise a job inside the Heathrow internal staff newspaper called Skyport, and also on the Cathay Pacific careers page for a duration of time. Then what they do is they review CVs and call successful candidates in for an initial assessment day. On an initial assessment day, they conduct a height test, they complete application forms, document checks, language test, and group activity. Then what Cathay does is they re-invite successful candidates from assessment day by phone and conduct a literacy assessment and a formal one-to-one interview. If successful with one-on-one interview, you'll be called in to fill in a contract form which asks for your 5-year history and a criminal record check, and then you'll also need to book an appointment slot to see a medical doctor at Gatwick. Once medical stage and CRB has been cleared, you'll be phoned one last time to confirm training slot in Cathay City, Hong Kong for 6 weeks, provided with flight, meals and accommodation. Once 6 weeks are up and you've met all training criteria, you'll be recruited full-time as a cabin crew member working for Cathay Pacific, starting at the economy cabin, building your way up to first. Now to Cathay Pacific's learning and development strategy. At Cathay Pacific, they enrich yourself while at work, basically. What they mean by that is we promote a culture of continuous learning. We are committed to giving everyone the chance to realise their dreams and achieve their full potential, because we know that the investment we make in our people is the best investment we will ever make. It's part of what makes us grow and move forward. According to Steve Lawrence, manager and training development of airports, he says basically that you can always perform better and the company helps you do that. He also says that Cathay Pacific offers a wide range of learning opportunities for professional and personal development. People at Cathay Pacific, people make an airline. So now to the performance management strategy of Cathay Pacific. Well, a quote from Armstrong and Barrow in 2004 states, defines performance management as a process which contributes to the effective management of individuals and teams in order to achieve high levels of organizational performance. It establishes shared understanding about what is to be achieved and an approach to leading and developing people which will ensure it is achieved. Performance management then, that can be conducted to employees at Cathay Pacific. Well, feedback is one of them. Appraisal schemes, weekly, monthly, one-to-one reviews of your leader possibly, assessments, career development, and you could possibly say rewards. Well, Cathay Pacific's change management strategy. Well, what has happened with Cathay Pacific is they have a driving force, which is and they have a restraining force. But what is listed as a driving force is they have a global financial meltdown, they have a low demand, they have a requirement of cost reduction, and they're at competition. Whilst with restraining forces, they're retaining tradition and retaining employee loyalty. And another thing Cathay Pacific has changed is their new plane logo and design, which you've seen in the past. Now has a huge development change. During the Chinese New Year period, they offer extra flights. And also in the autumn-spring festival moments. All cabin crew have now changed, refurbished their brand and in the new uniform. And what recently has changed is HSBC Bank, which is a Hong Kong and Shanghai bank provider, sponsors and promotes Cathay Pacific. Now to the HR policy. At Cathay Pacific Human Resource, you will come across the following departments, which all have different roles and have a duty of care to you as an employee member at Cathay Pacific Airways Limited, as well as your managers and supervisors. At Cathay Pacific, we have the payroll department, the personnel department, the recruitment department, the training department, the customer service department, the admin department, and the ICT department. However, on the other hand though, Cathay Pacific has strict policies and procedures in place for conduct and behaviour, brand representation, equality, absence, sickness, leave, maternity and paternity, grievances, legal issues, and appearance, which is one vital one for cabin crew. So therefore your uniform, for example, has to be neatly pressed and ironed. Your appearance, your hair has to be above, for men, has to be above your eyebrows. And for ladies, it has to be tied up in a bow. And basically for disciplinary procedures, then basically, which you don't want to fall in, if you happen to do something wrong, then you will go for a disciplinary meeting with the line manager. Lastly, to the exit strategy then, for Cathay Pacific, which majority of people might not want to go through. Basically, if you're thinking about leaving Cathay Pacific, the first thing you could do is write in a resign letter, and then you'll get interview and reassure you get following on from your resign letter. You'll probably get interview for the manager, and you'll get an interview for the manager, and also you have to once you get an interview from a manager, do ensure you reassure your colleagues 1 week before leaving. Ensure that possibly your manager might give you a gift to show your appreciation for the company for such a long time. Keep in contact with your colleagues and your managers, and possibly you'll be invited to other company events. Well, basically, overall, to sum up what Cathay Pacific's mission is, basically, they say that our vision is to be the world's best airline. Being the best means that we always strive to excel in everything we do. Our dynamic team provides the highest quality service so that customers are happy they choose Cathay Pacific. They put safety first. We grow a winning team. We provide outstanding products and services. We constantly deliver service straight from the heart. We produce superior financial returns. We support Hong Kong. We are a socially and environmentally responsible company. And these are my references I used for my presentation, and I thank you guys for listening.